meditation helped me a lot as well. I started doing it in 2018. I went on an island in Croatia and just sat on a beach, and was kind of trying to figure it out for myself, because I heard about it, I read about it, and I never kind of did it. And then I said, all right, it's summer, I have time now. And I just sat every evening or even morning before work, and then just kind of closed my eyes and trying to go inside and look for answers. And yeah, it worked. I felt great, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. Can you tell us a little bit more about meditation? Maybe some of the things that people do wrong when they're started, or some of the things how to make it easier for themselves that might make it easier for them to go into these deeper states and feel better.
Yes. My first tip is meditation can be whatever you want it to be. I think a lot of people, they get stuck or have resistance because they have this image in their mind of a guru sitting on a rock in the middle of a field with his hands in a certain position, right? So that's the thing, is that it doesn't have to look that way. If you want it to look that way, it can for sure look that way, but it doesn't have to look that way. Really, meditation to me is finding those moments of mindfulness and presence and connecting with my breath.
Mm-hmm.
So really, like, the simplest way that I think about it is I can sit there or lay down in my bed for 5 minutes and focus on my breathing. And also knowing that it's okay if thoughts come in and out. I think a lot of people I've worked with, they say like, but I'm supposed to clear my mind. I'm not supposed to have any thoughts. But like, that's impossible. One of my meditation teachers said, if you're thinking, you're alive. If you're not thinking, you're dead.
Yeah.
So it's like, we are going to have thoughts. It's just a part of being human. Supposedly we have like 70 to 80,000 thoughts a day.
Yeah.
So really, for me, it's about finding those 1 to 2 seconds or 5 seconds or 10 seconds of bliss where there's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then a thought comes in and I go back to my breath and I find those couple seconds of bliss. And so for me, that's been really helpful, is knowing I can meditate on walks. I can meditate on my yoga mat. I can meditate in my bed. I can meditate sitting around other people by just being present in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And not trying to collect all this data. I'm just letting the data come to me.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yeah.
You said energetic uplifter. A lot of people, when they think about energy, they think about, chakra points in their body. Can you talk a little bit about that? How you see it? How do you see energy, and maybe even about chakra points and things related to that?
Yes, of course. So I just want to say, like, in the past, if you would have asked me 5 years ago if I would be talking about energy and energy work and the chakras, I would pretty much say, like, you're crazy. I would never do anything like that. So I just want to say, like, I was once a skeptic and now I am a believer, because I have seen what the knowledge of energy and the way that I can use it in my life, how that shifted my life in more ways than one. And so I can talk a little bit about that if you like too. But the way that I see energy, I like to give a little bit of background to it. And, we can go way back to like Albert Einstein, who essentially said everything is energy. And he said that because, we're made up of atoms and protons, and there's matter all around us. And so if we look at these atoms, it's essentially made up of 0.9999% like blank space. And essentially that is energy. So what that means is that our whole entire bodies are energy. And that also means that everything around us is energy. And we give off these vibrations or frequencies. And the way that I think about this that makes it super simple is our hearts beat, right? So our hearts beat to keep us alive. We breathe in and out. We're having these transferences of chemicals throughout our body all of the time. Oxygen goes in, carbon dioxide comes out. So that is also a vibration, a frequency. And over time, what I found is that since our hearts beat, that means there's an energetic field moving outside of us. And if you look in Eastern traditions, they also talk about an outer aura, just meaning like an energy field that can go out as much as 3 feet out from us. So to make that in simple terms, you can take like a foot-long sandwich from Jimmy John's or Subway and stack 3 of them across, and like that's your energy field. And that also energy field is inside of the body, and that's the chakras as well. It's, there's in a lot of traditions, they talk about 7 chakras that run from the top of the head all the way down to the root. And other healing modalities, they also talk about 11 different chakras. So there's some different modalities. To keep it simple, the 7 are really easy to be aware of. And chakra just means wheel, right? So just a wheel. They turn depending on how clear the body is, how light the body feels. They're also, what blew my mind about chakras is that they're linked to different nerve bundles at the back of the body, which is so interesting to me. So that means that is energy. Like those bundles of neurons is just bringing energy into those centers of the body. And they all go in accordance to our endocrine system, to our, to all of our systems of our body. They correlate with those hormones and those certain organs. And it's just fascinating to see.
Yeah. I read a lot about it, and I remember the same story as you told me. Like the first time I heard it, I was like, what's this? Like, but with time, as I started meditating, I kind of even felt it. Like if you would visualize a chakra point spinning, you could feel like warmer at that point. And I was like, am I imagining this? So yeah, it's definitely interesting. And I feel that a lot of people could get a lot of really good insights from that. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.